at a time. I'm on this journey, paving a new road from the grind. The ReadyRoxx rebuild, it's time to shine. I'm molding the past into tomorrow's goal, crafting dreams, watch the story unfold.
Hey, Denise. Hey, y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in on this Thursday, this Throwback Thursday. Grateful for another day. I'm so glad to see y'all. 3 people. Let's get it, y'all. This is part 6 and 7. Part 6, you ready? Can you see it? My new life with 5 grandkids now that I left a toxic marriage. We're going deep into that part of it today. And then we're going to do part 7. In between the 2 parts, I'll have guests up. So I'm going to talk. I always run my lives like it's a regular video. So when people come in for the replay, it's just not quiet. It's just not me saying, I'm going to let some of y'all come in here. No, I just go. And some of y'all know that already. But I'm just saying it for the new people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. Once you check it out, see if I'm your cup of tea. This channel and this series is called the ReadyRoxx Rebuild. Okay, that's the name of the series. But this title of this video on this portion, because we're doing it in portions throughout the whole month of July. We already got 1 through 5 out. Today we're gonna do it live stream, part 6 and part 7. Yay! What's up, mature chick in the building? Okay, I'm waiting on. Okay, both of y'all here. Good. Both of y'all are here. If you look up in the comments, you will see that I pinned something. Now, if you can't click on it from your phone, you might have to go to your laptop, because sometimes it does that. You can only click on it, because I was on Mommy Money Getter on her live a couple days ago, and I couldn't do it from my phone. I had to go to my laptop and then come back to the comments and clicked on it, and then it worked. So, like I said, the playlist and the name of the series is called the ReadyRoxx Rebuild. If you have missed some of the episodes, you got time, go ahead and check out the playlist, right? And but today, right now, part 6 is called My New Life with 5 Grandkids now that I left a toxic marriage. Apples, Cheryl, Denise, mature chick. Okay. Okay. Yes, y'all, hit the like button. Share the live for me, y'all. I'm busy. I'm on my live. Yes, y'all got. That's why I tell you to call. You got to call. Okay, let's get it started, y'all. Because I only want to be here to no longer than 7:45, so I take the kids outside. That's why I want to start on time. 6:15. I'm ready to go. So, ladies, y'all can come up now while I talk and then join in. Just mute yourselves. Let me know before I start. Click on it. Let me know you're about to come up. And then you can just not show yourself and stay muted until I get done talking for my little few minutes, whatever. And then I'll let you guys chime in. And then I'll do the next one. And then let the next person chime in. Or y'all both can go back to back. And then I'll do the last one. It don't matter to me. Just glad to see y'all here. Everybody hit the like button and share it. I really appreciate it. I just got some pistachios. Got me a bottle of water. Okay, here come a mature chick. Let's go. Let's go. You say you would need to connect. Okay, did you connect? Okay, you should be up. Where you at, lady? Are you up?
I'm just trying to get it.
There you go. There you go. Hey.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Huh?
But I'm trying.
I see you and I hear you. Make sure you ain't got no other devices on. Like with
how
this,
you doing?
Yeah, because it's going. If you don't turn it all the way down, your other devices, then you ain't gonna be able to hear. Hold on a minute. Let me turn this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, KK, you gonna wait? Or you gonna come on up? Let me know before I start. No wine a bit. No, I got it in the refrigerator. It's hot, and I really want to be like in my sober mind talking about this stuff. At least in the beginning. Once I get it all out, then I might open up a beer. I don't want to be crying and shit. I don't want to be, out my body.
What happened to me? I'm gonna come out of my phone. I'm gonna come out of. I don't know what's happening, but hey,
I see you and I hear you. But you ain't got no other device on, right? Like another phone or nothing like that, or on TV.
yeah.
You're not on YouTube
Yeah,
or nothing else.
pop back to it.
Because if you is, you got to turn it all the way down. Okay,
it seems like it's freezing. Is it freezing? I cut my phone off for the YouTube. I took it off.
Yeah, it looked like you froze, but I hear you like you smooth. I hear you loud and clear, but it's like your picture froze. Am I froze? Everybody see me? Welcome, everybody, especially if you're new here. Everybody else, y'all know what it is.
I mean, I came out of YouTube on it, but
you breaking up.
Cut it off, period.
Yeah, you don't have to show yourself.
I do.
But Kay, what's happening when you trying to click on it? What is it saying? Say we can hear and see you. Okay. I'm just trying to get them a chance to come up. All these technical difficulties, especially with this stream, y'all. I want my $44.99 back for this month. So I'm trying to get my laptop together. Okay, no rush. Ain't no rush. Just type in the chat when you're ready. If I'm already talking or whatever, just type in the chat. Okay, she's back. Okay, you got to connect your mic and your cam, and then I can add you up. Okay. Mature chick, you got to connect your mic and your camera, and then I can add you. Okay, there you go. Now I say add to the stage. Where you at? Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? All right, you should be up now. It's going around. It's loading. That's what it look like. It's loading. How y'all day been today? You said that bottle of water look cool. Yeah, it is. Where you at? I don't. Okay, now I see you. Okay, say something. It must be your Wi-Fi something because you don't have no lines. Your lines on your Wi-Fi is like no lines at all. Mine is green when I'm okay, there you go. There you go.
Freezing for some reason.
You say it's spooling. It's spooling. Probably your reception. Say something so I can know that I can hear you and stuff.
I see.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out. Hey, Deanna. Come on in. Come on in, everybody.
I was in before. What happened? He is trying to.
Okay, now you sound consistent. You sound good now. No breaking. But keep talking for a second. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Don't try. You trying to see? I see you moving and everything now.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, let me turn my stuff down. Heck, I got on. Let me turn down my
I see you too.
Good. I see you moving now, so I know we good. All right. Okay, part 6, right? Part 6 is my new life with 5 grandkids now that I left a toxic marriage. So now that I left the toxic marriage, I can focus, I can breathe, I can feel like I can relax a little bit. I'm not as nervous. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling like stressed out and angry like I was at all. Not really at all, but most definitely. Now it's a new set of challenges. It's another level to this. It's a new chapter which is going to have a whole, you exit one thing and enter something else just to be able to be facing other things and other people. And I don't want that. That's where I'm at with it now. Right now, I'm trying to be at peace and start this new thing. I've only been here in this apartment for 32 days. So now I'm trying to get people to understand that I don't move on y'all time. I don't want y'all see if it makes sense to y'all, what y'all think I'm trying to say. I don't want to be bothered. I'm just gonna say it blunt. I don't want to freaking be bothered with nobody because I'm still trying to get my shit together and be at peace and get used to having peace. I didn't leave reckless shit and drama and trauma and nervousness and fighting and filth to come here to go right back to a whole new setup. It's like people don't understand that. It's like they feel like you're obligated to be there and answer and participate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like really ready to just shut the fucking door and shut everything down. I don't want to be bothered. Hey, Shannon. I'm doing good, girl. We're doing part 6 right now. And then once I finish saying what I'm going to say, I'm going to go ahead and let mature chick go ahead and say what she wants to say before we do the other one. And hopefully by the end, Kay will be up. She'll be figured it out. She's trying to get it together on her laptop. So y'all welcome my guest, mature chick. And KK Circle will be up hopefully in a little while. But yeah, that's what I'm faced with now. And I knew when I was going through this and when we get here and what it's going to be like and who your new neighbor's going to be. Is the building going to be good? Is the landlord going to be straight? You know what I'm saying? These new challenges and the neighborhood's going to be quiet. And you're going to meet new people and the kids going to meet new people and y'all going to do things. You know, that's going to happen. I expect it. But they are not on my time. I want to do it when I'm ready. You know what I mean? I don't want to fucking come down here and say, oh, let's go. Let's take the kids in. No, leave me the fuck alone. Now, ain't nothing wrong with inviting somebody somewhere. But don't be surprised if they say no. Don't be trying to pressure and act like they wrong for saying no. If I don't answer my door, I don't want to be bothered. I really don't. Not for every little thing, not all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my coins together. I'm not thinking about going no damn zoo and no damn swimming when they even got a fucking bed. You know what I mean? So when I set it up, I got things I got coming up for their birthdays. And people don't know your plans. People ain't talking to you on that level. People don't know what's in your head. They just want you to come along and get along and do what they think you should do. And they mean well. And I appreciate it. I really think they do mean well. But right now, y'all, I just want to get used to be able to breathe and throw my hands up and smile and say, and get in the tub without it being dirty and smelling cigarette smoke and arguing with somebody and listening to somebody moan and groan. We finally here. Let us get used to it. Let us fucking unwind a little bit. That's how people get in trouble. You just start jumping into things and you don't know nobody like that. And you don't know what they got going on. You don't know how they living their life, who after them. And then you get intertwined with what they got going on. Because no matter where you move to, no matter how peaceful or how nice and cheap it is, if you mess with the wrong people, because people are people all over the world. I'm not trying to leave one bad situation to come and just try to like please people. I'm not a fucking people pleaser. I'm not. When it comes to business and services and me trying to throw out good content, that's how I service. You know what I'm saying? If I was walking down the street and ran to one of y'all, whether I knew you or not, and I had it and you needed something, I would give it to you and keep walking. I would give you my last 20, give you my last 50 if I had it like that. But when it gets time to be involved in people's life, what's up, real life? Yeah, I just want people to understand that. My nephew was like, let them kids go swimming. And it ain't about them going swimming. It's about, I got other things on my mind. When they go swimming, it's got to be good for me to take them swimming. It's got to be good for me to go buy them a swimsuit. I'm not finna like, oh shit, I need to be putting money together so I can get 2 more beds, but I'm gonna get these swimsuits. That's 4 girls. 4 girl swimsuit gonna run me at least the cheapest I'm gonna find one is 20 if I'm lucky. That's the sale. So that's really when I was buying them on sale, it was $29.99, and that was a couple years ago. I don't know what they are now because we were the Great Book Lodge. I was buying them all the stuff. I had no money. So now I got to try to figure out a way to be a people pleaser and get along and get on board with other people's shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. You say, I'm ready to try and go on and do the click. Okay. Mature chick, you back. Okay. Add to the stage and come on up, okay? When I see you pop up, then I add you up. It'd probably be better to do it from the laptop than the phone. Yeah. That blink. Oh my goodness. If it'd be better for y'all just to call my phone and I put you on the speaker, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could do it like that too. Both of y'all got my number. So if we're gonna keep having problems like this, y'all just call my phone. But it look like you up here now. Where you at, Kate? Come on up, girl. Come on up. So y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm not used to getting up answering no door for nobody. I'm not. Nobody never come to the house unless I was expecting them to come to the house. I knew my daughter was coming over. I knew that one of my friends was gonna stop by and bring the kids something. I made a plan. I'm a planned person. I'm not no pop up at my goddamn door person. I'm not. I'm a little frustrated because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be nice about it and be understandable. That's why I say call, text, call. Because I could be in here doing my content, whether I'm live or not. And then I got to answer the door because they're knocking, not because I want to be bothered. I don't owe nobody nothing. And they don't know my story and they don't know what I've been through. And it may sound crazy and it might sound selfish or whatever the case may be, but that's what it is. I've always been the type of person that.
I haven't put it up yet.
Huh?
It says I'm in the show.
Yeah, I hear you now. I'm waiting on Kate.
You want me to talk?
Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me talking?
The StreamYard is kind of confusing for me.
Well, we hear you now. I can hear you talking.
I am up here, but it seems a little confusing.
Mute yourself while I'm talking. Mute yourself. Push mute.
Oh, I need to mute myself?
Yeah, mute yourself. Okay, when I'm done talking, you unmute yourself to talk. I think that's where the clash is coming in. That when one person is talking, everybody else got to mute themselves. So that way you can hear me loud and clear without the short end. And you know what I'm saying? That's okay. Okay, it says you need to connect your mic and your cam, and then I can add you up. Just like it said for her. I'm okay. You got it, girl. Come on up. Connect your mic and your cam. You say I may try my phone, do the click and StreamYard link. Okay, well, you up here is just a matter of you allowing your mic and camera to have access. So you got to click on those dots. See them dots up there? Now that you muted yourself, mature chick, can you hear me smoothly or is it still breaking up? Unmute yourself and tell me. Can you hear me clearly? You still muted. Unmute yourself and let me know, can you hear me clearly? Or is it still breaking up? Okay. Yeah, it's saying you got to connect your mic. It's not connected. Okay. If you hear me, click them dots up there in the right-hand corner. Mature chick, come on in and talk. Unmute yourself. Okay, Kaden dropped down.
Oh,
so she called.
Okay. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here. I think I'm gonna have to.
You're just talking. You shouldn't have to do nothing else.
Let me
just
come
talk.
back. I think I got to.
You're muted. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. You're muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute. Unmute. Okay. Y'all can just call my phone because it's just, I don't know what's going on. Am I breaking up for everybody else in the audience? Am I breaking up or can y'all hear me smooth? You're muted. I can't hear you. You need to unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. You had already unmuted and then you muted it back. Yeah, that thing right there, you can see it's muted. When they got that line going across, that means it's muted. When you don't see no line across that mic, you're unmuted. You see like this. There you go. Okay, she didn't drop down. Okay, if y'all want to call the phone, and I'll put you on what you call. So anyway, y'all, like I was saying, for everybody who might have missed what I was saying, the title of this part 6, because I'm doing 7 as well, and I'm with the 2 guests. So I was trying to get it together. You gave me fine, good. My new life with 5 grandkids now that I left a toxic marriage. And it's like starting over, and as soon as you start getting involved with people, then you got a whole new set of things. It doesn't have to be negative. It just is what it is. I'm not saying it in a negative way. It's just that I'm not ready to extend myself to people, to be available to people, to be around people, to allow people in my life like that. I don't want no parts of that. Let me enjoy the peace and quiet. Let me get used to the lay of the land. Let me enjoy my peace in my apartment first. Let me fix it up. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Can I have the fucking summer to myself? Can I enjoy the birthdays? Can I do it my way? Because there ain't like nobody contributing to the rent. I'm the one paying the damn rent and the bills. So I don't feel like I need to be accommodating and spare people feelings and open the door and answer the door and go here and go there or let the kids go. Okay. You still saying you gotta unmute your mic, KK. You said just a minute, okay. So that's where I'm at right now with that part, okay? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you know what I did? I got off the laptop and I'm on my iPhone because
okay. You sound so much better.
Because it wasn't doing good on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't been on the laptop in years. So I mean, not in years, but I mean, I haven't been on StreamYard in a long time. So and the computer is pretty old. I would say, I don't know.
Ooh, you sound
But anyway,
so
I'm on the iPhone now. So is that working out fine?
Oh yes.
Is that better?
Yes, much better. We just waiting.
Oh, good. Okay.
So
okay.
You can mute yourself, and then when I say unmute, that's when you're gonna talk.
Okay, let me see now. Okay, I'm on the iPhone, and so where do I go to mute myself? It says more. Let's see.
It should be some 3 dots right there where you can just click.
I see 3 dots.
Click on it.
But the 3 dots are saying comments, recordings, stream to your audience, settings. Okay. Let's see.
Well, ain't nobody in your house but you, right?
Ain't nobody but here but me.
Okay, well, it should be good then. That's since you
it's
TVs and stuff.
No, I don't have to worry about nobody. No.
Okay, KK. Can you see where it says edit name, ban? I ain't finna ban no. You gotta do it on your end. You would need to connect your mic and your camera. You have to connect it. You got to give them permission to actually ready for them to record you. Even if you don't show yourself, it still won't access to the camera because you don't have to show yourself. So anyway, y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna let mature chick talk.
Well, what am I talking
about? Your input on what I'm saying, or for this whole series, what you heard so far, your experience, being over 50 or whatever you want to. Hey, Ian, great day, Roxx and Live Chat. People that don't have boundaries get offended when you do. It makes them uncomfortable. Yeah, no, and then they're younger too. You know, people I'm around, they're younger. They old enough, you know, they late 30s and stuff like that. But people just, I'm old school. I mean, I'm not going to get out here and just break it down to each and every last person because they know enough. You know, I'm relocated out here with 5 grandkids. I didn't relocate out here to be pestered, to have be bugaboo, to be feel pressured into doing something every day because you only take the kids somewhere every day. They not your responsibility. They my responsibility. And if I'm not going, they not going. That's just not how I roll. I don't throw them off on nobody. I don't just say, well, go ahead. And then when something happened to them, then what? Some of these folks don't watch their own damn kids good. You know what I'm saying? They let their kids do everything. I made a mistake with my daughter, the one that passed away, trying to be the cool mom, trying to be understanding, like, well, you being over too protective and you tweaking, you know, all that shit. And I fell for that. And she went over there and got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't watch your kids. If my daughter or my grandkids is coming to your house, I expect them to be in your house by you there. You're sitting there watching them like a hawk, like this. Don't take your goddamn eyes off them. No, they can't go to the corner store. No, you can't go play bingo. Leave them in the house. Because that's when kids going to do what they want to do. They're going to be influenced to do other things that they know they shouldn't be doing. So I learned that lesson back in like 2006 or 7. She had lost the baby. She got pregnant, lost the baby, and then later on, you know, had another baby. So yeah, my experiences in life, even as a kid before I had kids, it just, you know, in relationships and just friendships, that's part of the reason why I am like I am, you know. But I take full accountability, you know what I'm saying, and accept my part in me getting with a toxic man in the first place and marrying a toxic man because I should have vetted him more. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about that part. Like, how do you even get to have to leave a toxic marriage? What made the marriage toxic? You know what I'm saying? Was you tripping, tweaking, and was he cheating? And how did you handle it? Was you mad? Was you fighting? No, I want none of that. I didn't even care. You know what I'm saying? But I knew at the end of the day, especially once my daughter passed, that there wasn't an option to stay there. There's no love. There's no respect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, you know, you have love for a person, you appreciate what they do for you, but it's not the same type of love that obligates you to be with them and do things that people do when they are in love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like doing all this planning. Hey, Pink Panther. Hey, Mommy Money Getter. I'm doing all this planning, filing, and saving money. I'm trying to get my checks to be, as I'm monetized on this app, to be bigger. I'm doing all this content, hoping and praying that the checks be checking. You know what I'm saying? And that they get bigger and stuff like that, because that'll help me move, that'll help me maintain, that'll help me buy stuff for them. I won't have to be asking nobody, oh, send your girl super chat, blah, 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 this, you know, all that crap. If I could just get paid from the app, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I need brand deals. I don't know. I just need to just do what I need to do. And whatever it is, my part involved, should I need to really think of, I can't be interrupted and distracted with this type of shit. You know what I mean? I can't do that. So you'd be surprised how many adults lock boundaries so they aren't qualified to teach the importance of boundaries. Right. Yes, child. I mean, it's so many levels. It's like, okay, you're dealing with the apartment. It ain't everything it's supposed to be. But you think of the good part and you don't really dwell on the bad part. You know what I'm saying? I come from too much and been through too much in these past 4 years to be worried about, oh, the goddamn washing machine ain't working. They ain't gonna give me one. If they don't, they're gonna keep taking them off my rent. You know, I ain't gonna worry about, oh, that loose wood, blah, blah, this. You know, oh, I wish it was this. I wish it had 3 bedrooms. I wish this bathroom was bigger. I'm not gonna dwell on that part. Okay, Mrs. Karen. Okay, you on speaker. Say something so I can see if they hear you.
Yep, I'm here.
Can y'all hear her?
Who is that?
That's
Which
KK.
one is that? Hi, KK. Hi.
Dang, it's Thursday already. Yes, it's Thursday. Happy Throwback Thursday, everybody. And shout out to all the grandmothers who do have guardianship of your grandkids, whether it's the parents are not around because they are on the earth no more, or whether because they just out there in them streets, you know what I'm saying? There's so many reasons why grandparents are, you know what I'm saying, stepping up. My grandmother stepped up and took care of us a lot. And my mom and daddy weren't, you know what I'm saying, unalive or nothing. But my father was on drugs. He didn't have his own place. Once him and my mom broke up, and he went to go live with his mama. And his mama's the same person who was the grandmama who took the kids every weekend. She taking us to the show. She taking us to Funtown, Stannis Village, the park. I mean, going to the store, get tater chips. She cooking breakfast. She was very active, just like me. Very could move and dance, and she be singing, and she walked fast and stuff. She cracked jokes. She was that grandma. I look just like her. Y'all take the picture. Some of y'all have. So you need to stop worrying about it. And it's not easier said than done. Right. Mm-hmm. So thank you for that advice. So who want to go first? KK, you want to go first since you said mature chick said what I'm gonna talk about.
I got something to talk about.
Okay.
She want to go, or I could talk. I don't care. At first, I didn't really know, but want me to go ahead and talk?
Hold on, Karen. Go ahead.
Okay, I
Now she's
I
on
can go.
mature chick. Go. Hold on 1 minute.
I'm not gonna be long. I just want to say that first of all, I call myself mature chick because I'm 77 years old,
Oh,
and
you
I'm a
look good.
grandmother and a great grandmother,
Mm.
and I got interested in Roxy because I have a niece that uh, overdosed on drugs maybe 7 or 8 months ago, and her name is Roxy, and and then I admire Roxy because she got these 5 grandchildren, and I think she's doing an excellent job trying to take care of them. And their mother, I think she did a beautiful job in naming all of her kids. They got beautiful names.
Well,
And
all the
yeah,
M's.
yeah, all the M's, their names are beautiful. And then another thing for you, Roxy, you do a great job on doing their hair. All of them. I guess you do the boys' hair too. Sometimes I guess because I notice all their hair has got the twist or something. Look really
Yeah.
nice and neat.
Since I've been down
Yeah.
here, when the my nephew's baby's mother then did they hair, except for the thick one. I've been doing her hair, but she helped me by doing their hair once. So I'm hoping that
Uh
she'll give
huh.
me a little grace and help me out a little bit when she can.
Well,
I've been
it
trying to
don't
pay her.
matter.
I don't need no money.
It's just that their hair looks really nice. We always talking about Peach and her kids' hair looking kind of terrible, and to see your girls and the boy, everybody looking real nice, and I admire that about you.
Thank
And I
you.
tell you, I've never seen anybody clean as much as you do. I certainly wished I had you around here mopping some floors and wiping up and cooking and carrying on. I really like what you do on that. So yeah, you're doing a
Oh,
great
thank you.
job because, pardon me.
I said thank you.
Yeah, yeah, you're doing a great job. I mean, you really hustling there because uh, the grandchildren one day when they get grown, I hope that they will appreciate what you've done for them. And I know they miss their mother because their mother is young and they young, and and I
Right.
know they think about her every day. But they'll before you know it, they'll all be grown.
Oh
They're
yeah.
all you got a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old. 3 years from now, they'll be 19 and 20.
Right. So I don't have time to be
So
shucking and jiving with
yes.
no damn swimming pool and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And then as far as the apartment being small, the main thing is you're not out on the street. You don't have to go live with relatives. You got a place, a roof over your head. And I understand you're trying to keep them in. You don't want any problems with the neighbors or anything like that because we know how kids are. They can get into it. And you don't want that stress. And I understand that.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So yeah, you're doing a great job. And don't think you're not. Okay? But
Thank you so
Roxy,
much.
now can I say this to you too? Now I
Yeah.
know you used to do hair and all of that. D- Um I know that's what you do, and I know you're trying to make this money on this YouTube stuff, and it seems
Mhm.
like it is rough because there's so many content creators out there trying to make the buck, right? But
Right.
can you what about people? What about doing the small kids' hair for parents? A lot of people want their little kids' hair braided, and that's some good money too.
Well, I won't do hair. I'm retired because my hand got
Oh, you don't.
arthritis. I don't do it
Oh,
no more.
okay.
One thing
Oh,
you'll see
okay.
me
I
do is a
understand.
quick crochet hairstyle, something that take 30 minutes, but I can't.
Yeah,
Can't
that's what
stand
I
up for
mean.
years of time.
Yeah.
I'm out the
Okay.
game. But
Okay.
yeah, great
I
idea.
get you. Okay, I get you. And you want to deal with the YouTube. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people making money on it, so I don't know why not. When
Right.
I first came, I was kind of on YouTube quite a bit 7 years ago. When I guess what was that 2020? Was this 2025? But anyway, it was so many mean people on here. I said, "Oh, I can't be no content creator,"
Wow,
But
they
I
was
like
mean.
watching everybody, huh?
They was mean.
Well, I said there were a lot of people that were mean.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I can't believe
That's
like, like
It was a
what?
lot of people that was mean, and I didn't like the way some of the
Mhm.
people carried on, and I said it's not for me because you got to have tough skin to be a content creator. You got to have
Yeah.
tough skin.
Say that.
You do, yeah. You have to have tough skin because apparently Peach really have tough skin. She takes a lot of flack, So
Right.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But
Yep.
I just kind of wanted to be a content creator, like humor and laughing and talking and stuff like that. So, but it
Right.
just,
Right.
I never got into that. Yeah. But I just
Uh,
wanted to get, um, I don't, how many people on here? Is there very many people on here? Are they over
looks like
50?
I see 14 people, 13. It's going
Okay.
up and
Well,
down.
okay. I do want to say this before I go. All the people that's maybe over 50 or going to be retiring down the line soon or maybe in the next 10 years, make sure you go to SSA, that's Social Security Administration, and get online and register and check out and make sure that your Social Security and everything is going in correctly, because it'll give you a whole list of what you're doing each year.
Okay.
Yeah, that to me that's important because I live around here with a lot of people, and um, some of them getting very low uh, income, because
Right.
they didn't put a lot into it, and so they just need to check into it and make sure that everything is going well for them.
Okay.
And so,
That's good
yeah,
advice. Thanks for that.
yeah,
Appreciate you.
okay, go ahead. I can let the other lady talk.
Okay, let me put her back speaker. Okay, go ahead,
Okay,
Karen. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I had to unmute myself. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Can y'all hear?
Okay. Okay. So I want to start off by saying I am not a content creator either. I just watch others for entertainment. And I am a grandmother of one, an 11-year-old boy. It's my son's son. And my grandson, his mom passed away 2 years ago. Actually, 2 years ago on the 14th of May, 2 years. But my grandson and my son, they live with me. And basically, I am raising him because with him being in the house with me, he just so used to grandma doing everything, you know.
Right.
So also, my sister, she is raising her granddaughter, who is the same age as my grandson. They both are a year apart. My sister, her granddaughters, her mom decided she didn't want to be a mom anymore. So she gave the baby to my sister, and she's been raising her since she was like 2 or 3 years old. And like I said, she's 11 now. So you find there are a lot of parents, grandparents, that are raising their children. It's almost like the norm nowadays. You just hear about it so much now that these when you think you're at an age where okay, it's my turn, I don't raise my kids, I'm about to do me,
Hmm.
and then you have to start raising kids all over again. You know, it requires a lot of patience.
Yes,
Yeah, because I help with homework. I gotta help get him to school. Make sure all of that little stuff that you were doing in your younger years, and you got to start. It's like starting all over again.
Right.
I'm not complaining about it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I'm glad to be in my grandson's life and to have a relationship with him, doing things with him that he's going to remember. You know, I didn't come up with my grandma. She, you know, on both sides, my mom and my dad's side, passed away when I was young. So I never had that grandma with going to grandma's house and my grandma making cookies and baking, you know, doing stuff. I never experienced that. So I really try to go out of my way just to make sure that I create experiences and moments with my grandson.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Thank God for grandma.
That part. My mother is 80, 81, and she's still living and very active. And she is very active with her grandkids, her great grandkids. So my grandson has his grandmother and he has his great grandma that, you know, that he interacts with and that he's getting that love from. So yeah, it takes a village. You know, it's like all hands, like some I just said, it takes a village, all hands on deck, because it's hard to do it by yourself. And with so much that be going on in this world nowadays, it's like the more support system that you have is crucial.
You say that, and you got to make sure that village is tight.
That part right there. And another thing, Roxy, I was going to say to you is, I hear you know, and I kind of talked to you the other day about it. I hear your frustration and with everything that you're going through. When you, I know you're not divorced yet, but you know, you separated.
Right.
When a relationship ends, it's like a death. It's almost like you know, although this person didn't die, but that relationship has been severed. So it's a loss that you have suffered.
Right.
You know? So I'm talking about the relationship with Tony. So it's like you'd have had multiple losses, and trying to process it all and keep going. It's like, you know, I'm sure it's overwhelming for you.
Yeah. Especially mentally.
And it takes time. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time.
Yeah. Well, I'm in my quiet space in my mind, and I can just sort things out in my mind and then put them in action, I do better. But when people all in my ear, do this, let's do that. What about this? They gonna do this. Knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal like that. I got to do one thing. I mean, hell, we went from like being cut off and not doing just any and everything and being safe in the house and not going to any everywhere because where I was living at. So now it's like, oh, we here. Let's just get crunk. No, because it's crazy everywhere. There's all kinds of weirdos everywhere. People get in trouble everywhere. I didn't go through all that trying to build this up. So now we can do it the right way, in order, not just be willy-nilly with it. And then next thing you know, I got a whole new set of problems. Because now that we're here, my grandson ain't no little boy. He a whole man now, 17. He get in any little trouble, they're going to take him to where them big men's be at. Because he just want to be with the wrong person at the wrong time. Or, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. I don't have time to deal with that. Let's slowly do that. Let's do it in order. You want to go here, you want to go there, cool. But you can't just be out here on your own because you're 17. That ain't no damn excuse because you're 17, because we get in trouble. They think you still, they gonna call me. If they don't try to do other things, you know what I'm saying? Thank God this ain't the type of town where they be doing that stuff like they do in Chicago. Chicago, you might not make it home. Out here, I ain't never heard of no such things going out here, but it's the first time for everything. But I'm talking about, like, if, say for instance, like you walk into the store with your homie and you get stopped by the police and he got something on him, they gonna take you in too. They gonna take y'all both in, whether you got something on you in your pocket or not. And if you older than them, they gonna say you the person who influenced them. You know what I mean? So all I can do is just get a scenario and teach them to be like wise in your dealings with people. People can be cool. I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer had a lot of people that liked him. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you want to hang for everybody, you know what I'm saying? All the time, depending on who that person is. Get to know them slowly. Take your time to see if that's what you need to be doing. Because one false move, you ain't 12. And you know what I'm saying? 17 is totally different than 12. And ain't no getting back. Grandma can't come save the day. You know what I'm saying? So that part right there, that kind of perturbs me a little bit. It ain't stressful like that at all because we ain't never really faced with that. But I'll just be giving him like little scenarios of like how to go to the store by yourself. You've been doing that. But I'm just saying, like, you don't never know who you're gonna go into. What if y'all run into some boys that that want to fight y'all? You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about nothing. You just came up here. You don't know about who this person into it with or what kind of past they got with this person, and you just walking with them. I think about all that stuff. Maybe I'm an overthinker. Like kids don't understand that, right?
Mm. Wow.
Hey, bro.
Kids feel like they're missing out.
Yeah, they want to be grown so fast. They think like they're missing out. And then even because they don't go nowhere, they don't even want you going with them when they get a certain age. Because they really want to experiment and do different things that may get them in trouble. They might not get caught, but they be doing stuff. And I can't take it. I already been through that part. I went through it. I can't go through that. I can't deal with it. So y'all keep your girl in prayer and lift us up over here. And I don't want to be mean. I sound like I'm just don't want to be bothering nobody. Period. It's just things got to be done in order with me. I can't move him in June the 7th, and now it's June the what 9th, 10th. I mean, and we just
July.
You know what I mean?
It's July.
Okay, we're going to hit June 7th, and now it's July. Now, so it's just been a month. I don't even have the whole house furnished yet. I'm trying to get everything in order to get them ready to go back to school, whether it's going to be online, whether it's going to be in the building, get him enrolled in different stuff. He's been going on the job interviews and stuff like that. On the right path, but it's just too much at one time. It's like people want me to be here and be there and do this, do that. I can't. Let me run my shit the way I run my shit. Why I gotta be a people pleaser? Why I gotta jump up and okay? I don't have to do that. I've been doing it on my own all this time. We've been with the Great Wolf Lodge, the hotels, Chuck E. Cheese, everything that you do for kids. But now that we hear people think that you're just supposed to jump like a rabbit. I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't care if they got kids or not. Got to remember we're raising adults, not children. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's why I gave him a little leeway. Okay, go on to the store. You know, he's very smart. I just want to give him the scenario of how to peep it when you see it go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been some times where he didn't make a good decision a couple of times. So the only thing I could do is tell. That's a part of life. We're going to do what we want to do. And hopefully it'll pan out. We'll learn from it. We can laugh at it later. You know, it won't turn out to be like one of those things like what happened to moms. You know what I'm saying? I told you I've always been paranoid. Even when I was like 10, 11, my mom be getting ready to go out on the weekends. And I'd be sitting there nervous, like she ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. But Karen told me,
Malachi just need a little job, a nice job. That would really help you.
Yeah, he really working towards that too. He's been on so many interviews. He is so excited about doing that.
Yeah, even if it's part-time and he didn't do but 4 or 5 hours a day, you know, he just need a job, you know, in his own little paycheck and whatever.
That's the part. He don't want to do that. He want to go in 8 hours. He counting the money. 15 an hour, I can bring home 6. He counting the money. He's not even thinking about, am I really able to do it emotionally, financially, mentally? He's not looking at it what it goes. Remember when we were 17, we thought we knew every fucking thing. We thought we was ready for the world at 13. So him being turned down for some of these jobs has got to bring him to that. And I'm like, don't let it get you down now. You're going to hear a lot of no's, but when that yes comes, it's going to be the right one because God preparing you for the right place. You don't want to just take the first job anyway. You don't know what, you know what I'm saying? God know where you need to be at in the time you need to be there. And if they just want to hire you for 4 hours a day, take it. He like, balled out.
Yeah. Well, you start out, at this point, whatever kind of job he can get, and no matter how many hours, he just needs to have something to do,
Right.
get started, get his own paycheck, probably make him feel really good. And you can always
I
work
know.
into a full-time job.
Right. And sometimes you got to just work your way up and prove yourself so they can know you're reliable, you're dependable, you're a good worker, you eager to learn as a newbie. Because that's what they want to know. Why should we hire you? Like, I'm new at working, so I'm easy to teach. I don't know nothing. I'm not coming in with no I know it all attitude. Man, this doggone thing. Hold on, y'all. Always up. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. My laptop won't act stupid. Come on now. We ain't got time for that. I'm turning I'm turning to the side so I can kind of like get it to connect. You know how when you drop your laptop and then it be kind of hard to connect sometimes, but there we go.
Hmm.
Now, I got it. You remember those old TVs you used to have to hit it, get it working? It's like that. Oh, okay. You say love my grandkids. They like my kids. Oh, okay. How many grandkids you got, mommy money getter? You don't have to take care of them, no. You just grandma, right? That's what I thought. I thought I was gonna be like, especially right before she passed. I thought I was gonna be like grandma on the weekend. She getting old and wise, and she getting tired of hanging out. She looking for a place. She want to be with her kids every day. She don't want me watching them every day like I used to. That was her mindset, and then she was trying to be with this little guy, which I didn't really approve of him, but I didn't disapprove because she could have had worse. But the guy who did what he did to her was a totally different guy than the guy she was with. And I kind of like the fact that she would be over there with his father and mother and sister all the time. They'd all be there together. And they loved her. So that made me feel better than them being at a home by themselves. They hadn't moved in together, nothing like that yet. Now you know how younger people they get to fighting all the time, stuff like that. That's how her Wonder stuff got busted out because of that type of situation. So I felt pretty good about it. But I was imagining, us going, leaving, going to Puerto Rico, or just relocating, living together. Or she's like, Mom, I'm gonna move in with EJ. I got the kids, and you can, it's apartment next door. Or what you gonna do? You gonna stay here with all? You know what I'm saying? I could be grandma on the weekend, or but they always live with me. Imagine ever since your first daughter or whatever had kids, they always been with you, even when she had her own place. So it's kind of hard to like not have nobody because at that point they want to be with you. They want to be, they want to live with you. They want to go see mama on the weekend or something, but they want to come back to grandma's house because that's what they used to. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they be, some women have men over. And she was the type of young woman when she had her kids on her off days, the men would be there. And I didn't really like that. They didn't feel comfortable. So, I'm just used to. That's why it's no big deal for me to feel some type of way about being a grandma. I'm used to it. It feels like second nature. It just feels normal to me. And then my grandmama and my daddy watched my daughters, took them to school, fed them, took them out to whatever events was going on, and I get them on the weekend or I get them on my off day. So it just felt only right for me to do the same thing for my daughter. Why wouldn't I watch her first kid, her second kid? She only had two, you know what I'm saying? One kid, you got two kids. She going to school, she going to work. I didn't foresee 5, you know what I'm saying, at the time, but it'd be like that, like, damn, get them tools tied, girl, today. Because I've never heard of nobody being able to have 5 C-sections. She had 5 C-sections.
Wow.
Thought they cut you off at 3, so I was like, okay, 3, she gonna be done, boom, because she can't have no more. That doctor didn't care. She like the doctor didn't say nothing. The doctor ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna be like, oh, this your. Well, he said we got to give her this back now. She was okay. She didn't, she didn't get sick from it. At least I didn't know nothing about it. She did. Okay. Let's do part 7 question real quick, and we're gonna get out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all real long. Let me get this other question up here, y'all. This other title. Okay, here it is.
Roxy.
Right Hold on.
What?
Okay, go ahead. What you say?
I said, will all the kids be going to the same high school, or you got
Um,
two different schools they go to?
well, Malachi
That's
and Tyler will probably do Youth Build. Youth Build is an organization that takes 16 to 24-year-olds, get their GED to
mm-hmm.
teach them how to build houses, and they get
Okay.
paid. So they called me
Okay.
back, but I missed the call. So I'm gonna look into them
Okay.
doing that because they so older now. The other three gonna either stay
Right.
online or I'm gonna put them in the school. And it all depends on how that school is. Since it's a different environment, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to see if they wanted to go ahead and want to, you know what I'm saying? But they kind of leery too because they experience they had out in Calumet City. They was called bitch ass niggas. They was hit on and everything. So they
Oh
scared
wow.
of respect. Yeah. My grandson was bullied with a picture of a penis. And the world's only from a fifth grader. My grandson was probably in third grade or something like that. And the fifth grader,
But you're in a smaller, aren't you in a smaller city now? Shouldn't it
yeah, I'm
be
in a
just a
small
little bit
city.
better?
But
And
they
should
some
be a
years
little bit better?
they not that's what it used to be. That's why I'm saying it all
Uh-huh.
depends when I put them in there, if I decide to go that route, how is it gonna be? Because I'm hearing that a lot of people that came from Chicago down here, and a lot of people got that reckless
Yeah.
ass attitude. You know what I'm saying? They relocated down here. But when my
Mm-hmm.
girls came out here, it was like bullying from the white kids to the point where it'd be like, you go, girl. It was that type of facetious stuff going on where they make you want to hit them. And I got
Right.
called, you know, it was that stuff. Now they got like real people from Joliet and Chicago, and they come down here trying to reinvent themselves like they some gangsters and stuff like that. So I'm still gonna be careful, but I'm down in the elementary school, we have to worry about that, you know. So I'm just gonna
Mm-hmm.
cross that bridge when I get there and see if the girls willing to
Mm-hmm.
try. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make me
So
no difference. I keep paying the online school stuff and just put them in after school activities. That way they still get to do things and be around other people and get their activities. Like they want to do gymnastics, they want to do painting, they want to do sketching, they want to do dance, they want to just be around other kids and stuff.
yeah, and they should be. They should be able to mingle and be with other kids. Now, if they do go to school, will they have to walk, or a bus will pick them up, or what?
Um, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be a bus. Yeah,
Oh,
that's how it
okay.
was before. Depends on how far the school is. I see it's a school like around the corner, but I believe that's a Catholic school, a private school.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna look into it. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. Matter of fact, tomorrow Friday, I'm gonna look into it start Monday, and it'll make sense to wait till the last minute. But they'll
Right.
be registered next week. They be registered 2 and 3 weeks early. So I'm
Right. And
check it out. It ain't gonna hurt to see, you know. Just to
right.
see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I
Yeah.
feel way if it was out where we just came from, hell no. It would be
Yeah.
no, no show. Gotta go. But out here, yeah. I'll see. Okay, I see a comment. Let me see. Hey, Deanna. Let me scroll down. Hey, Nerly. You got 2 grandkids.
Mm.
Okay. Oh wow, Ian said my 28-year-old surprised me recently with the guess what you're gonna be a grandma for the first time. Congratulations. Yeah, child. I never wanted to have no kids like that. That's why I had 2 and got my tubes tied. It's just at my age. You know how when you're 16, 17, you got a boyfriend, you see yourself, you want to have kids. Oh, he gonna have good hair. I'm having 2 pretty little girls. I'm gonna nurture them. That's the mindset when you're that young. That's how I was
Mm.
thinking. I was thinking like 2 girls. God, I don't want no more. My mama had 5 kids, and I'm the only girl. So I didn't want to have no bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? Child, but God had other plans. He's like, okay, you got your tubes tied. I gave you free will, but guess what? Your daughter, one of your kids, gonna have all the kids I planned on you have. Since you think you so slick and you know every doggone thing, Rox. So I still end up having a bunch of
Mm.
kids. You know what I mean? I still, from the time they came out her womb, they've been with me. But the difference is, she was there. She wasn't no straight away mother, don't talk to her for a week or 2 months. No, she was there like every day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to buy them nothing, no clothes, and I give them snacks. What grandma ain't gonna, we're gonna do that regardless. But I ain't have to like buy them all this stuff. If I did buy something, because her check was coming later than mine, she'd give me the money back. She was a good mom. She just wasn't ready for the nurturing and really doing it like you would as an older parent. They young, they in their 20s and stuff like that. And they really want to still be out in them streets and don't let them want to get high. Don't let them like smoke some weed or do anything else. You know, but I didn't even know. I couldn't even tell she was trying to do anything other than what she let me know, like weed and wine. That's all I thought it was. Because she was so on point, keeping her hair together, dressing good, smelling good. You know, she was a little nasty. She didn't keep the house clean, but but everything else, it was just like she didn't seem to be drifting off to sleep and all that type of stuff. She seemed to be alert and have fun, and you know what I'm saying? She was give me money if I needed. She might talk, I ain't give you no more. She just seemed like a regular daughter. I never knew that she was popping no pills until she admitted it. She told me. She said, KK, my oldest is 33 with no children. I'm grateful they waited, but reincarnated granny is soon to be 18 and knows what she wants, 6. Wow. Oh my goodness. Nobody wants that. And I was trying to get somebody to get this StreamYard stuff. They need to give me my $44 back.
$44?
This is $44 a month.
Wow.
When you want, right, so I can do this type of stuff.
Oh,
so
the free one won't let you do this?
No,
the free one won't. Oh, okay.
Put these pictures up because I already had it. But if I had never had this stuff already, I wouldn't be able to do number one person can be up at a time. Something like that.
Well, I guess it's worth the $44.
Yes,
I think years ago when I was on it years ago, it was like $25 or something. So it's gone up. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was $20-something. I believe it was when I first started. Next thing you
Yeah.
know, that $44. Who the heck left the gate open? Okay, it's still lit. Hey y'all, make sure y'all share the live for me, okay? I appreciate y'all. Okay, part 7, the title is From Crisis to Comeback, Raising My Grandkids in Peace. Okay? Pretty much almost what I was just got through talking about. The crisis was losing mom, losing daughter, toxic marriage, arguing, fighting, you know what I'm saying? Discombobulated, misery. And the kids having to watch that. Thank God it wasn't every single day. But that was going on before my daughter and my mother passed away. That was the reason for us breaking up in 2020. And I'm just leaving in 2025. So, and Cameron was saying how that's like traumatizing, like it's a loss, like almost like a death, even though that person not dead. That been happened. You know what I'm saying? So I was good with that part. Even if he had been a cool person that just drank his beer and minded his business and shut the heck up and went to work, I'll probably still be there. But he's toxic, you know what I'm saying? So I had to leave for the kids' sake. You know what I'm saying? More so than mine, because he wasn't putting his hands on me like that. When he realized who he was dealing with, all that stopped, especially with the bad knees and older age and stuff. You know, he knew he could only get away with so much, but I just couldn't do it no more. So the fact that I went through all that crisis and everybody expected me to bounce back. They expected like after 3 weeks, 3 months. They think it's like an event. Some people treat death like a whole event. When it ain't them, they ain't never been through it before. And it's like, oh man, her daughter passed away. Yeah, that was like 6 months ago. I wonder if she want to come to my party. Or she still, she going through. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't get it. Like I had a friend got mad at me because I wouldn't go do his mama hair. I just lost my daughter like 3-4 weeks ago. I'm not finna get on no bus to go do your mama hair. I was doing it before and everything was normal. I would ride out there. He'll come get me when he be in town, and he'll take me to his mama house. We go because he's a comedian, HBO, Comic View. I mean, comedian, movie. He was in the movie More Money and different movies y'all probably know if you've seen it. But he was originally from Chicago, and we used to hang out in the 90s and stuff. So yeah, that's my family. But when I lost my daughter, it was like he got mad and stopped talking to me because I wasn't like available. I shut down. Who ain't gonna shut down to losing their daughter? Especially, a man had something to do with it. And the way it happened out of nowhere, 31 years old, 5 kids. Come on now, I'm just supposed to be, oh, well, yeah, I can see that coming. Oh, shit, oh, well. Let me go on over here to the casino. Yeah, let me know when the fun's gonna be. Come on now. How was I supposed to act? People invite me to parties. And I know they probably meant well, like trying to get me out the house and get my mind off of it. But I would have been at the party with my mind on it. Because it just happened. It wasn't even 2 or 3 weeks later after she passed away. Nobody wants to like move on like nothing happened. Like, what, who raised y'all? Like, I don't understand that. Like, how do you lose somebody like?
Well, Roxy, you know what happens? Different
Mhm.
people grieve different ways. Everybody don't grieve the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I you grieve really hard, and I've had people to pass away in my family and stuff, and I grieve a certain way. I got relatives that just cry and boohoo and
yeah,
carry on and everything, and I kind of can take it. You know what I mean. So everybody kind of grieve in a different way. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I can see you took it hard. You took it hard because you never let us forget, and we know. You know, and we feel for you. You got those 5 kids, and one day when they get grown, they're gonna appreciate you. They really are. Because I give you an example. I have a friend, she had 5 grandchildren, but her daughter and the husband got in some real bad trouble, and they ended up in prison.
Oh,
And she took the 3 oldest boys, they put them in foster care, and the
mhm.
twins at the time were about 4 years old, and a year later they just adopted them out. She didn't even know who have the kids. And then she took the 3 older boys, which at the time were about 13, 15, 17, and it was rough on her to get them grown, and she had to get them out of the foster care. First she had to fight for them out of foster care. So at
Right.
least you didn't have to do that. You
Yeah.
got the kids, you had to fight for them. And I think you're doing a good job. I mean, just looking at them, they smiling, and I tell them to make some more videos. I love to see them do dancing.
That's
And
so
that baby
crazy
girl,
because the one who made that dance up is the one who do the drawing. She don't
yeah.
dance.
Oh, is she the one? Is that
She
the
the
is
one made
how?
it up, and then the big one that danced me all the time, and the oldest one put a step in. But it was her
Yeah.
idea to teach them this dance. I'm
Well,
like,
tell them to get together and keep on making some nice little dance videos
mhm.
because I like to see them dance. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought that was pretty cool. We didn't get because that was when Tashana was here, and we was up here talking and drinking and chopping it up, and they back there, and they's like, "We ready?" And I'm like, "Okay," I just put the camera on. And I didn't care how it turned out. It's like y'all
I can
doing it. It's
tell
so
they were
good.
shy. I can tell they were shy. But if they keep on doing it, they can get really good at it. It takes a lot of practice, but they can get good at it. Their granny loves to dance, and I don't see why
Mhm.
they can't do it too. And
Yeah,
they
I
had
can't
great
wait till they get
smiles.
involved and stuff. I want them to get
Yeah.
in, but it's a group out here it's a couple of groups because I had my group out here, and I was just doing
Uh-huh.
straight up ethnic dance and African dance, Caribbean dance, and
Yeah.
old school hip hop. I didn't let them do the new school stuff unless they did a little solo. They might did a split or a cartwheel, but I wouldn't let them be twerking and doing all the stuff that the
No, they
kids.
don't have to do no twerking. No, they don't have
Yeah,
to do all
but
that.
that's what I'm
Just
saying. Some of the groups
yeah.
out here, that's what they do. That's why I can't just put them in any type of group. I don't want to offend the teacher because
Right.
I'll be the one in the class. They ain't doing that, and they got
I
to
know
looking
what
too
you're saying. You don't
grown.
want them. You don't want them oochie cooching all across the floor and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. I understand.
Exactly. It's okay to be a
Yeah.
little dip here, your little pose there, but we ain't doing all that.
Yeah, I can tell they were real shy with the little bit that they did the other day. They were kind of shy and they were smiling, but
I
yeah.
just
So
call
tell
them
them keep
boys.
on practicing. Give us a new video. We want a new dance step every at least once a month. Tell them
Right.
to pick some
Because
music and do us a video.
I never showed them when it first happened. When I, 'cause I didn't get on social media till 6 months after my daughter passed away. So of course that's
Hmm.
on my mind. My content was all geared around. I wasn't talking about it really. I did a couple of
Yeah.
videos on TikTok, but I was basically expressing my dance moves, and the music would be inside, and nobody would really know unless they see the video or two I did. Other than that, it was just dance, 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 dance. That was on TikTok. When I came over here, I was just posting all the videos that I was doing already on TikTok and Facebook and just put them in. So I didn't really have to do
Right.
no new content until I realized that's called reuse content. You got to take them logos off and stuff. Else, they're gonna when you get ready to get
Right.
monetized, they're not gonna approve you. They're gonna tell you no because you got reuse content. So any logos
Yeah.
on y'all videos, if y'all doing video right now, you're not monetized. They let you post anything, face swap, any little AI stuff like that, And they still let you do AI stuff a little bit, but they want to know, and they're not gonna pay you as
Mm.
much for it too. So, but
Oh,
yeah, child, that's my daughter. I mean, like that ain't what like my cousin, even my
right.
brother. You know what I'm saying? We talking about somebody that came out of you, somebody that grew up with you, your sibling, part of you. That ain't just like no regular person. Like, even if your good girlfriend passed away and you've been friends for 20 years, that's gonna hurt you
Mhm.
too, because the connection, the spiritual bond, what I'm saying, that y'all had, the memories and stuff. And somebody coming out of you and you just taking it like it's just a part of life, like an event, like that time you broke your leg and it took you 6 months to heal. That was crazy. Oh yeah, I'm good now. Come on, it ain't that simple. Like, God, like, what the hell? Like, is something wrong with me? Is it me? Am I the only one who give a damn about losing a child? Nobody else cares if they lost their child? Or is it because they never lost a child that they can't seem to get? You know what I'm saying? To get it. And then some people, I understand this too. Just think about some men and women who don't have no relationship with their kids. And it would just be like an event. They cry a little bit or whatever, feel sad. But there's a lot of
Mhm.
people out here don't have no relationship at all. They ain't seen them, won't talk to them or nothing. So they may do their little cry, their little sadness, but it ain't gonna be like I felt in my gut, like, and I can't even let it out, because if I let it out, I'm gonna be throwing up. I'm gonna be, hitting walls and stuff. So I'm still keeping it in. That's why Karen said me go back to therapy. I was in therapy at one point. Then she quit. I wasn't finna just let anybody be my therapist. You know what I'm saying? Especially a man. Nah, it was a man took her place. And I already don't like my husband at the time. Like, you a man like him. They are so cute. They dance routine. Thank you. Gotta say they so adorable. I'm gonna tell them what y'all said. They're gonna be motivated.
They
That was
are
just
adorable.
crazy.
It was very adorable. Yeah.
That was crazy out of nowhere. It surprised me, because now the one who made the dance up that do the sketches, she performed
Yeah.
right before we left here. I used to do shows. We did 5 shows. Each year we have a big show. I mean, like, we'll be doing a whole 20-minute dance. Once the music start, that music will keep going for 20 minutes, and all you will see is people on stage for 20 minutes. It never was like a 2-minute dance or a TikTok and then walk off and do another dance and then walk off. No, 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 no. We in Africa, ooh la 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 la, drums playing Africa. Next thing you know, and then now we in the Caribbean house. It never stopped. It was like a whole piece, and I done that for years and years. And she was in that, but after that, we moved. She never danced no more. She didn't want to no more. She might bounce or hip around the house a little bit, but not like the other one. She be really dancing with me,
Mhm.
and she catch on fast. And
Is that
she
the
gonna
one with
like,
the is that the one with the
yeah,
puff balls?
yeah. Now she's a dancer, so that's why I was
Uh-huh.
surprised when she came with this dance. I'm like, okay, maybe she back on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she back. You know how these phases they gonna go through from growing up, going through that situation, and now that we gone, oh my God, they so happy we gone. Oh, I'm like Tony
Yeah.
said, because he said he missed them. They's like, oh,
Oh, of course he's gonna miss them kids. You know. Yeah, he's gonna miss them. When he see them again, they gonna be grown.
yeah. If you ever see him
Uh-huh.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't plan on going out there, and if I do, I won't take them. I'll be going to take care of some business, and I'll leave them here about my nephew or something like that. But I don't want. I don't even want to
You
go.
can always take a group picture and send it to him on the
Right,
phone. Tell them get together and take a picture and just send that to them. See, they growing.
right.
Their birthday, send a birthday present. That's what you tell them.
Because Malika's birthday August the 5th. That's the one with the puffs. And then the oldest, her
Okay.
birthday was 28th. So I'm trying to
Okay.
plan
Ooh.
something for them. Huh?
Okay. Who now?
Yeah,
Who's August the 28th?
the
Which one is?
oldest.
Oh, the oldest. Okay. The 16. Oh, the
No,
Micaiah, the
he's
boy.
16. Right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Malachi had a birthday in April. He got to wait to 2026. So he'll be
Oh,
18.
okay.
So I'm just trying to get him right. So when he get there, he can be able to get his own place like he say he want. He have his job. He'll be able to be used to. Now I'm telling them, don't let
Well,
nobody
well,
move you.
all you have to do is ask him, do he got about $1,200 a month for his 1 bedroom apartment? 1,200, 1,500. Ask him. Do he think he's ready to pay that?
Right.
And
He
see what he
trying to make
say.
it. He like, I can give one of these apartments. If they got them, they only, but you know it's much cheaper down here in Bloomington, but it's still higher than it was when I first moved down here in 2006. My 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment was $435. That was in 2006.
But Roxy, you know, if he get a job, say McDonald's or Walmart or some of those little jobs, and he get that paycheck, he ain't gonna hardly want to pay nobody no
Ain't no
rent.
rent. They want to use your money to do stuff.
Yeah, he ain't gonna want to pay no
They be a
rent.
different
He goes,
story.
he'll be glad to sleep in there on the floor, wherever he's sleeping.
Especially once
Yeah.
at first it's gonna be cool because it's gonna be like everybody hanging out, music. Don't let him have a honey dip. Oh, he got a girlfriend. It's gonna be really, you know what I'm saying, or trying to have just
Yeah.
people over and stuff like that. And I warned about
Unless
that.
he
You know,
unless he can find a woman like Peach that want to take care of him. Now, if he can
uh,
find one of those, he'd be doing
oh my
good.
God, I would have to. Ooh, man, he'll do some smoke in the city if he don't even think about bringing nobody like that around here, child. Bless his heart. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
because
appreciate y'all being up here with me. Anybody else want to come say so? You want to say anything else, Karen, before we get ready to end this? Because I promise I was going to take them outside at 7:45 so they can
oh
get some
yeah,
air. Because it's going to be too hot in the daytime. So I let them go out at
yeah,
night.
it's an hour. We've been on here an hour and something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, 6:15.
No,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's it for me tonight.
Okay.
I appreciate you letting me come on and get to interact with everybody.
Yes.
And was that mature chick? Was that your name?
Yes, but mature chick. Yes.
Okay, you're a beautiful 77-year old.
Okay.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well,
Indeed.
thank you. Thank you. I
I want
have,
to be like
let
you
me
now,
tell you
girl.
a little more about me. I have a son that's 59 years old and I have one 55.
Ooh.
And
Oh wow.
I've been to, and I was a single mother. I had to raise my kids and I retired at the post office and I, no, I ain't got no husband. I ain't trying to get one. It's too late now. I'm 77. I ain't got time. These men looking for a nurse and a purse now, and I ain't got
Yes,
that.
honey. Yes. A nurse in the purse.
A nurse and a purse. Remember that now.
And I'm not wiping nobody's ass.
Yeah.
No, that's
So
right.
I
right.
did it for my mama.
And I don't even like to cook for myself, so I know I ain't gonna cook for no man at this time. They sitting around waiting for you to cook and wash their clothes. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, child.
I'm just being funny. I'm just being funny. I'm just talking.
No, it's serious.
But
It's like
it's true. It's
if
true.
you think about it, like the mindset of us, like we past 50s. I'll be 59, you 77. Any woman that's
Right.
like over 50, 50, 55 on up, a lot of us got the same mindset because we've been there. The others, they still hope like, Lord, bless their heart. They just don't know. They don't think they man cheating. They don't think he gon' cheat. They willing to go 50-50. Oh my God. I'll be like, Lord. I ain't never had
Yeah.
that mindset, but I can get it when you're young and you're hopeful. You want to be a power couple, especially if you're in your 20s and y'all
Oh
married, you're
yeah.
young. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. But somebody to be 30, 40 years old, trying to meet somebody, especially online, talking about they don't mind going 50-50. Do you know you just made yourself a victim? You can't tell them that. You might feel that. Keep that to yourself, ladies. Do not ever tell a man that. Just let him see how it go and flow. And let it not go flow naturally like that. He on this part and you doing yours, and it's working out for y'all like that. But if you go out there putting it out there in the air, in the atmosphere, and making yourself a mark, he's going to pretend to be everything you thought you wanted. Just because he know you want to go 50-50. And then guess what? If he really ain't on nothing, because some guys really just want 50-50, they really do their part. But what about that guy pretending? He going to lose his job if he really got one. And then you going to end up paying all the rent by yourself. And then you ain't going to really mind at first because you in love. You can't
No,
mix
I
the
ain't
two
that
together.
in love.
And you
Not
can't mix the
mature
two together.
chick. I ain't paying no rent for nobody.
Ooh, 50-50.
But I understand what you're saying. That some people fall pretty hard and they'll do a lot for a man. But I'm a little tough when it comes to that. I ain't spending my money.
No, that's right.
I ain't
How
taking
long
care
have
of
you
no
had that
man.
mindset though? Have you always been that way, or this happened after you got 30, 40?
What, me?
Yeah, like how have you always had that mindset, or did it take time
Well,
for you?
when you raising two kids, when I was raising my kids and stuff, and it was rough. It was kind of tough. I don't have time to fool with somebody that's gonna have me looking like a fool or have me upset or whatever. I was strong. Now my sister, she was weak. The guy ran all over her and dogged her out, and she had a nervous breakdown. But I wasn't gonna let that happen to me. I was so strong. My mother considered me the strong daughter.
Strong.
I put it this way: I wasn't taking no shit. Okay,
Right, right,
I mean that's just how I feel about it. So
right. You know,
yeah.
just wondering, but I was just trying to figure out, like,
I might have been a little too tough. That's why I didn't get married the second time. I've been married one time, but I didn't get married for the second time. So
right.
yeah.
My second marriage, never a
Yeah.
third one. Mm-mm,
Yeah.
no. I
So
was just curious. Anybody out there? How old are you, and what's your idea about it? Because we got a few minutes left. I told them 7:45. We got like 10 minutes.
okay.
Anybody else? Anybody in here don't mind going 50-50? Say you meet this guy, y'all
I ain't
meet at
going
the
no 50
job,
50.
or you meet through a mutual friend, or however you meet, and conversations, you vetting the person. You talk about, your political views on some level, because if you're gonna be a couple, that's important. Now, if you're just friends and you at the job, you don't want to talk about politics. You don't want to really get online and talk about politics. That's what your channel about. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna be in a relationship with somebody, you and him need to know how y'all stand. Are you a Democrat? Do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? Do you believe in the devil? You know what I'm saying? Are you Catholic? Are you Muslim? Some things you gotta talk about. So, and then after so long, after maybe the 4 or 5 months or whatever, and y'all want to go to the next level, but it's like he ain't making that much money, so he expecting 50-50. Unless that man come out and say, you ain't even got to work no more. We get together, you can quit that job if you want. You already know what it is. So it's like, do y'all mind doing the 50-50 thing with somebody, as long as you think they ain't gonna cheat on you and they really gonna only be with you and y'all really gonna build together and all that? Or y'all straight up like no?
Roxy, now I'm 77. I hate to keep saying this, but I am 77 years old. I've never had a boyfriend that I was worried about his religion, or of course, I probably would definitely, if I did meet a guy and he said he was a Muslim, I guess I would be a little prejudiced towards that. I wouldn't want to date a Muslim, but I never ran into anybody that I had to worry about the religion. You
Right.
know, what the most thing that a woman has to worry about is he lying all the time. You
And
you
the
you
answer is
you want
yes.
the truth. You hate a liar. That's the biggest problem with a man is him
That is
lying.
so. I'm 36.
Yeah,
I would never go 50-50. I don't want children or marriage. Wow. Oh,
yeah.
she don't want none of it.
Oh wow, 36, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty young. That's how old my daughter
yeah.
would be.
It
They
would take the
said,
right person to come and change her mind. It would take the right man. Somebody could come and blow her mind. She just haven't happened to her yet. You
let
know.
me know if it do, y'all. Y'all know my email address. It could be 5 years from now. Let me email her. I know she don't be on social media no more, but I'm gonna email her. Man, I'm going 50-50. He blew my mind, child. And if I'm
Yeah,
still around, I'm gonna answer.
yeah, she's saying that, but things could change. You never know.
Yeah, I never
But
seen me married twice, but if I didn't know Tony from the past already, he wouldn't have had a chance in hell. I knew him from the past, and I'm looking at the past of how he was and how he was. My goofy ass should have known that people change. What the hell wrong with me? Just crazy as cat shit. Thinking that, he's got to
yeah,
be stronger and wiser now. He's almost,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That wasn't ever
right,
before.
right.
It ain't real world. That's because people get older and they should be wiser and smarter and ready to settle down because they've been through the rigmarole and the shenanigans. They partied all the time. Now they just really ready to, but they gotta wait till they got prostate cancer, can't walk, can't see out of one eye, can barely remember their name. They want to settle down. Nobody wants you after that. Nobody wants you. Yeah. But it's okay. I'll forgive myself. It's all good. I got mad love for Tom,
Mm.
but never in love. I don't even know what that looked like. You said, I've been divorced since 1995 and never remarried. Ooh, wow. That's a long time. Have you ever
What?
got close to being married again? And it just didn't pan out? She said, no. No, not even close. Well, I love to see that good stuff. I love to see. That's why I like to be on the panels, and I like to watch the live streams when they talk about relationships and what do men want and what do women want. I love to see it because I know there's some good brothers out here, some good sisters out here. It's a matter of being equally yoked. It's just risky though. You can't just think just because something come out their mouth or they look a certain way or smell a certain way that's what it is. Just like you gotta have discernment in anything in life when it comes to jobs, friends, fakeness, somebody looking at you from across the street, following you. You got to have your head on the swivel about everything. But if you got it, keep it. If you ain't got it, you looking for it, be careful. Be careful, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here with me tonight for part 6 and 7. We got 2 of them out the way, so we'll be back by Monday or Tuesday with part 8. And we're going to do this all the way through the end of July, but it's just mostly videos. One day a week I'll go live, but everything else is in video form. So I'm hoping y'all catching on to that part. You know what I'm saying? So next Thursday, we'll be back live. If anybody else want to come up just to shoot the shit, tell a story, or just hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be like, oh, let me tell you what happened to me. He beat me. You know what I'm saying? I'm 50 and my life is over. No, it ain't got to be that, you know, just, but I always said that anybody, when I go live, especially on like some relationship stuff, they always welcome to come up. Friday night, Red Cup, that's just chilling. We just popping the bottles and just talking about whatever come up. So anybody can come up then too. So, and that's tomorrow. So I'll be live tomorrow. But y'all, let me say this real quick. Y'all know I made a video talking about the shorts actually damaging your long form. It was a question like, do y'all think that that's true? And based off my experience, I thought it could be true for certain people. I don't think it's true for everybody. And shout out to Beverly Black. She got in my comment on that video, and she got 121,000 subscribers, and I subscribed to her. And she was telling me, you know, don't believe everything people say, and just be careful who you listen to. And she was telling her experience, and her channel seems to be doing pretty well. Say 50-50 though. So I was just wondering what y'all think about me, my backup channel. Like, should I focus more on that and just do long form videos of and keep the shorts over here? Because I'm basing off the fact that since 2023, I started shorts, no long form, short. And then when I started doing long form, they was like, for a course, because I wasn't never doing long form. I didn't know what to talk about. And then I started finding stuff to talk about my daughter, and then they kind of got a little views. And then when I started talking about Peach, yeah, when she hot, I can get some views off of her. I can get 1,500, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 views talking about her. But she ain't hot, so that's why I don't be making no more videos about her. I talk about when I go live or something like that, but I ain't really talking about her because it ain't no money. So I was just thinking like my backup page, maybe I should just do long form, then one short, once or twice a month. Long form. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? You said I'm old school. Too sorry, no, ain't nobody going. See you early. Appreciate you being here. I'm loving it, y'all. 22 people in the building, so hopefully people in the bushes, if y'all want to subscribe or, you know, make a comment real quick for our end this, let me know. So the next title going for, see what I'm doing is the more I tell the story, the more I'm telling how I got what happened to me and how I got it. So today we was talking about my marriage failing and me being, you know, here now, like that part of it. And then next time I'll talk about, I won't probably mention Tony, not fast like the, you know, in depth. Then I'll talk about something else that happened before then. But it's hard not to talk about certain things like my daughter, all that stuff that happened between my mama and my daughter dad 10 months later is why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? All of it's kind of connected. So, hey, Tina. So I'm over 50 and I ain't compromising my integrity for no one, not even my children. I always remind them that enablers suffer consequences. And that's why I've never suffered a day in my life. You go, girl. In case they separate the long form and see how it goes. Okay. But it's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do content about the ReadyRoxx rebuild over there, but it's gonna be a totally different video. I'm not gonna take the same video that I'm doing over here and put it over there until I can build it up. But until I build it up, I'm gonna have to keep doing it so I can at least get the $300 to $600 a month. You know what I'm saying? If I just completely stop, then it's gonna be kind of hard. But those shorts, when I was pushing them out, those shorts was doing really good. But it ain't no real money if you ain't getting millions and millions of views, especially doing what I'm doing, because it's mostly dance and skits. The finance ones I hear ones, the finance and food pay the most money, those niches. And I don't want to commit to food because I know I don't want to cook every day. I might eat every day, but I don't want to cook. So I don't want to try to act like I can have a food channel unless I was going to just show what I eat every day. If I was just going to commit to, okay, I'm cooking today and y'all see it, but today I ordered out, you know what I'm saying? Or today I'm eating tuna fish and crackers. You know, I don't want to start something I can't finish. Do that make sense?
Yes, because I eat tuna fish and crackers all the time.
Right. I eat some sardines, what you call that, mackerel. I eat that with some crackers and some chips. So macaroni salad. I don't need no food because the older you get, your appetite kind of go away. You don't be wanting no greens, potatoes, tomatoes, you name it all the time. That's like a treat.
Well, basically, you cook because you got the 5 kids there. That's why
Right.
you cook, Roxy.
Right. Yeah. But when I was
You know.
sick, I wasn't even doing that. I was going out all the time, getting them pieces and noodles, sandwiches, order out. I couldn't stand up to even cook. I would be getting dizzy and stuff because my iron was so low and I had that mass in me. But honey, when they got that thing out of me, I've been like, whoo, Speedy Gonzalez. I feel so good. Oh, I feel so good.
That's good. Wonderful.
So I love my tuna crackers. That's what Valerie said.
Yeah.
I'm Teresa in the building. So good to see you, girl. Y'all catch the replay from me. Y'all let it play, you know, while you're cooking and stuff. If you're done with your content for the day or just hanging out, scrolling. Because a lot of y'all don't do content. So when I say that, y'all know I know y'all all do content. But I know Von Treese does. Real Life Stimulation does. Quite a few people in here do. Val, did you start doing your content? Oh, yeah. So thank you so much, Mature Chick and KK Circle building for coming up here. Oh, I'm so happy y'all came to the same day too. I like that. So
I promised you I was coming. So if I say something, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to renege, you know. So I made it. I waited around all day. I say I got to make sure I'm there 4:15.
You see, I was on time too, because when I know
somebody well, the notification came too, but of course I was sitting here waiting anyway. You know, I was just kind of sitting here waiting and seeing how it was going to work. But I see my laptop is not going to do good, but the iPhone doing perfect.
I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, my iPhone is perfect.
Nothing. Good night, KK.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Appreciate every last one of y'all. Anybody see this video?
And tell the girls to work on that dance. And tell Malachi, is it Malachi?
Malachi.
Tell Malachi, I want him to join them too. Tell him to get right in the middle of the girls.
All I got to do is say, Malachi needs $20. He's going to be like, he'll sing, he'll dance, but I got to be like, I need $20 tomorrow. He's like, for real, Grandma? Okay.
Okay.
So funny. All right, girlie. I'll see you next time.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you, KK. I'm about to hang up. Thanks for joining us. What's up, Dad? It was good to see you ladies tonight. Oh, thanks for chiming in, y'all. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have missed any of the parts, go ahead to the playlist. It's called ReadyRoxx Rebuild. It's in the playlist, and you can just catch up part 1 to part 5, because this was 6 and 7. That's why I had 2 different titles on there. So I'm kind of squishing them together because we're getting to the end of it, and I don't do them every day. I do them like 2 or 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Until the end of July. So we got like 2 more videos like every other day or 2 or 3 days this week. Well, this week is over with. Friday. Okay, next week. Yeah. So the 15th? No, the 14th. So I'll be back on the 14th. And I'll be back for the what you call it, motivational Monday too. But I'm not gonna do that at 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock seems too early. So I'll be there at 10 a.m. on Monday. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Roxy. Good night, everybody.
The ReadyRoxx reveal. Come on in, like, comment, and subscribe. Watch me rebuild my life one brick at a time. I'm paving a new road from the ground. The ReadyRoxx rebuild this time.